Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you are doing well. Happy Independence Eve. This is Faith James, and I'm coming to talk to you today about funding for your business. So, question: does your business need funding? Are there things that um, hello, Candy, over on Instagram? Are you someone, entrepreneur, who you know what you're doing. You know you have magic in your hands. You know that God has called you to do this particular thing, to go out and serve the masses. However, you need funding to improve your website, create marketing materials, hire a VA, whatever it is that you are needing to do from an internal operational marketing standpoint, but you just don't have the resources. That is the statistic, right? That most small businesses fail within the first 5 years. And the reason, it's not because the entrepreneur doesn't know what they're doing. It's because their business needs access to funding and they're just not able to acquire funding from traditional means. Whether it is because your FICO score is low, it's under 700, and hear me, that's costing you so much money, more money than you realize. And so this is one of the reasons why I added this to the personal branding consultancy, right? This platform that allows entrepreneurs to get access to cash, get access to credit cards, business credit cards. In fact, I just tested it out myself and applied for a business credit card so that my business starts to develop credit, and got approved for a Capital One Spark MasterCard business, specifically business, like the name of the business is on the card. Do you have that? Are you just using a personal card and designating it as business and hoping that that's going to help you? Well, I'll tell you one reason to have a dedicated business card for your business is that if you develop the discipline to literally use only that card for business purchases, when it comes time to do the taxes, you're not looking in 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 different locations to find expenses and receipts. All you have to do is pull the statements for your dedicated business card. It makes life so much easier. Second is the cash flow to invest, right? Like I know right now a couple of my clients are looking to hire on virtual assistants. And it shouldn't be that you don't have access to cash to pay a virtual assistant to help you. Because when you think about all the things that we get to do as entrepreneurs, as solopreneurs, right, we're wearing 53 different hats. And so, in order to free up some of your time, in order to not be an overwhelm, it takes money to invest to get help so that you can focus on the thing that only you can do. Like, for example, Candy, who's over on Instagram, one of my clients, right? She is CEO founder of Menoskins. Well, only she can do the formulation, but somebody else could be doing the data entry of the orders and putting them in her email database to do customer care follow up, after somebody purchases, check in with them a month, 2 months, how is it going? Somebody else can do that. But if Candy doesn't have the money to pay a VA to do that, then she ends up doing it herself. Then she gets into overwhelm. Then things start falling through the cracks, right? People are placing orders and they're slipping because, right, she's busy doing so many other things and has a day job, right? Does that sound like you? Well, help is here. So if you are somebody who, you just an extra 5K, an extra 10K, an extra 20K would serve and support your business right now, then if you're watching me over on Instagram, I want you to click on the link in my bio. It'll be the first link. We'll say Get Business Funding. You'll see a video that explains how it works. And then after you've watched that video, I want you to DM me. I want you to reach out to me. Find me however you get to find me, so we can get on a call and I can discuss with you your business needs and help you get the cash flow that you need. And it's not the smart thing to wait until you actually need it, right? You need to have access to working capital, period. The time when you need an extra 5K to hire a team to put on an event for you or something is not the time to get it when you need it. You want to have that. And of course, have the discipline to not like have it and spend it, right? So one of the other things that I do with the program is help you with budgeting. I was talking to one of my other clients the other day, and she was sharing that she really struggles with budgeting and really needs some help. Well, good news is our protection plan has a budgeting tool included to help you stay on track, right? A lot of us get into financial difficulties because we don't budget. We don't know how to do it. We don't want to do it. We don't want to learn. It's too restrictive. It feels like punishment, whatever you want to call it, is necessary, and it is a requirement for running a business. You must be running on a business. Hey, Mariana, how are you, my love? So if you know you're good at what you do, you're not asking anybody if you're good. You're good. People have told you. And as we are marching into the second half of this year, right, we're coming up onto the biggest selling season. Christmas in July. A lot of our clients right now, we're working on crafting their strategies for implementing their Christmas in July promotion, right? You've got, I don't know, Labor Day coming up. That's like the start. Then you've got, Thanksgiving, you've got Christmas, Hanukkah, all of the things. So you want to make sure that you are positioned to be in front of, hey, Deb, good to see you, my love. How have you been? I haven't seen you in forever. You want to make sure that you are poised to get in front of the people as they're in this buying season. And the way to do that is to have a cash flow line of equity ready to go so that you can strategically use it to fuel your business as and when you need it. I mean, how many of you watching here over on Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and over here on Instagram know that your business could go further faster if you could hire a VA consistently for at least even 1 quarter to get some of the things that you have written down that you know they need to do, but you're just overwhelmed. There's so much going on and you can't do it. And it's costing your business opportunities. If that's you, I want you to reach out to me, because it doesn't make sense that there is a resource to help you. And again, what we're talking about is a platform that allows entrepreneurs to get access to credit cards, specific business credit cards. I wish I had mine. Do I have it? No, it's in my wallet. So that you can flex and flow and do the things that you need to do. Hello, my beautiful Evolve Therapy. How are you? So that's what I want you to be aware of, that even if your credit isn't the most spectacular, our platform is entrepreneur friendly, right? We understand that not everybody grew up learning about money and money management, and that when you decided to become an entrepreneur, nobody gave you a manual, right? You're passionate about what it is that you do. That passion is what's driving you forward. And a lot of times, some of us are just figuring out as we go. But if you know that your stuff is good, that you deliver quality work, and you just need to get your business and your brand in front of more people, it's going to take access to cash to do that. So you can get a business credit card with your business. So your business EIN goes in, your business starts to develop business credit. You can get access to a line of credit, which is different than a business credit card, right? A line of credit for your business. So again, depending on what your future outlook is for the second half of the year, what you need. Just like, okay, you know what, we're doing a new launch, we're launching a new product, we're going to need marketing materials, we're going to need a new landing page, right? All of the things that you know you need to get that thing out in the marketplace, to get it out into the open where people can see it, then that's going to require cash flow. And if you try to go through traditional measures and your credit isn't, spectacular, you're going to end up with an interest rate that is north of 30%. Yeah, I didn't misspeak. And that's just, it's unsustainable. So let me know in the comments, if I was saying right now, you are approved, how much money does your business need right now, thinking from now till the end of the year, given all of the selling period that's coming up, given all of what you think you are putting in place? Like this morning in our mastermind session in the Brand Activators, we worked on Christmas in July. What are you doing? What are the dates? What's going to be happening during that time period? And I'll give everybody this pro tip, that this is one of the things that I've said to all of the clients, and they've started to do it, is if you're not using Alignable to connect, you should be making new connections every day. So for us in the Brand Activator, we're turning ourselves inside and out this July. We get to be unrecognizable to ourselves. If you were doing, let's say you were doing 1 live a week, you get to double that. Hey, Leslie, if you were doing 1 live a week, you get to double it. If you were doing 2, you get to double it. Whatever you were doing before, double it. You think you're doing the most. It's like, oh yeah, I did a live this week and I had 1 meeting. Ma'am, double that. July gets to be unrecognizable. Like, this is what we're talking about. It's like the July run. So one of our activators, Melvin, because I said, okay, show me what your calendar looks like for July. What are all the activities, right? So we declare, and I'll let me see if I can, unplug and show this to you. I'm giving you insight into our activator world. Do you see that 20 on my wall? This is what every client is doing. You're declaring your goal for July. And then you're putting it on the wall. You're putting it in a place where it's visible, not just written down on some scrap somewhere, and then you have to be digging, where did I put that thing? It's there, it's declared. 20 new clients, 20 new business partners, 10, 5, I'm unattached to the number, but you get to declare a number. And then you're going to say, okay, right, if my goal is 20 new customers, what does my July activity look like that's going to cause 20 new customers to come into my business? Hey, Tinsel, what is that activity looking like? So I said, okay, open up your calendar and tell me. So one of the activators says, every Monday, 7 p.m. is doing a plant-based masterclass. So if any of you within the sound of my voice are looking for support with healthy nutrition and supplements to keep your body in full energy and vitality, go follow Melvin Christopher, CEO, founder of the Plant-Based Universe. So he's doing that every Monday. He has a Christmas in July promo from July 15th through the 21st, where every day from the 15th to the 21st, is going to be doing a presentation on the benefits of, being plant forward. And then at the end of each session, somebody gets a Christmas gift every day, right? So you register, you attend, it's like a raffle. Okay, today we're raffling off our, super fantastic marine collagen that you attend, your name goes in it, right? So that's what's happening. And then on Alignable, do not sleep on Alignable. He's attending a Smart Connect meeting once per day. That's turning yourself inside and out. Because we're like, oh, I'll just do once a week. No, but if you're saying 20 because think about it. Remember, it's all math. In order for 20 people to say yes, signing on the dotted line, you must know also what your conversion rate is. So is your conversion rate 50%? Is it 80%? Meaning if I get somebody on the phone and I present and I share, I coach, I counsel, 50% of the time they're a yes. Do you know your conversion rate? Something to figure out. He's doing one meeting a day. Why is this important? I shared that when I started my business, and I was so excited the very first year I had a group program. It was $2,500 and 20 people purchased it. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Right. And I like dove deep in work, serve, transform, get people in momentum, all the things. Great. 90 days go by, graduate the class. Now I look up. Oh, there's nobody in the funnel. There's nobody else to talk to because I was so singularly focused on diving in and doing the work. I wasn't still doing the marketing. You must always be marketing. Somebody hashtag that. I must always be marketing, no matter what I'm doing. So one of the strategies and the ways that you do that is you have some sort of social media automation tool in your business that allows you to have content going and going and going. So the tool that I use is Social Bee. If you don't have one and you want a discount link or you want a free trial link, DM me and I'll send you mine and you can try it for, I think it's 14 days or 7 days. But let me see if I can't share my screen. And I want to share what window here. Okay. So this is Social Bee. This is what I use in my business. And so we go to the content and you can see you can have your content organized by category. So let's look at the Brand Activator membership. As you can see, notice this word here, requeue. Let me see if I can make this any bigger. Okay. So here, this requeue means this post is going to be going on in perpetuity. This requeue. So I always have content going. The type of content that you put in here is content we call evergreen. It never goes out of style. It never expires. This is something that you're always talking about. Requeue, right? All right, this was an article that was featured in Biz Journal. Requeue, because this doesn't expire. The fact that I was in the media doesn't get old. Requeue. Why do you want to have something that lets you requeue? Because you're meeting, right? At least this is the idea. You're supposed to be meeting new people all the time. So somebody who's new to your world hadn't read this before. By having a system that requeues your post, gives them an opportunity to see it. So you notice every single time, requeue, right? You get it. So even while I'm serving my clients, Social Bee is out here reposting all of this. So I never have dead air. Never, ever, ever have dead air. And so you want to have, so you notice I have everything in here from testimonials from my client to, video that we created on, professional branding tips. Let's see, what else? Another tip, testimonial, but they're all requeuing. So let your stuff work for you. Now, to the point I'm making about, does your business need funding? That costs money. And I'm not going to say it's exorbitant or inexpensive because I don't know what's in your pocketbook. But the point is it costs money. And so if you're in a place in your business where you're like, wow, that's cool. I would love to have something like that where I create content, right? And so a lot of these I batch produce and take like a Sunday or a Saturday, you know, put in 2 or 3, send it. So I always have content requeuing shared across my LinkedIn, my X, social media like the YouTube channels, Google My Business, all of it, everything I have connected to that social media automation. So I learned from the time when I just started, I was just like, oh, you can't, it's not one thing at a time. When you're building a brand, it's both and. It's this and that. Yep, you got to be serving your clients well, delivering expert solutions, and you also get to keep marketing. So a social media automation tool helps you because as entrepreneurs, again, right, we're wearing 53 different hats. We need all of the support that we can get. That costs money. Hey, Jody, that costs money. And if you're sitting in a story right now where you're an entrepreneur and you can't afford $39 a month or whatever it is, let's just even say $97 a month. It's not that, but I'm just saying. Like, for example, the Brand Activator membership costs $97 a month. For me, $97 a month, if I can't afford $97 a month and I'm in business, something's wrong. Notice I didn't say 9,000. I said $97 a month. Something is wrong. So this is why the conversation around, does your business need funding? Because I'm telling you, if you get under my tutelage, if you become a brand activator, 10x in every area of your life and business, period. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. But you need access to cash to be able to do that, right? To be able to pay the 97. And if you can't, then you're like, okay, something's got to change. I got to do something different. So it's a combination of coming in, getting access to the strategies, the tool, the research, all of the things that we're doing, and having the ability to invest and pay. Like I recently just invested in a, those like text the word this to that. I recently got a subscription to that because my financial wellness business is growing. I need a way to communicate with my team and my customers. And it's not going to be, I'm getting on the phone with every single person individually. So I can just text broadcast, hey team, get on this call. Da, da, da. Hey team, here's a link sent, I think it's $40 a month. Would something like that help your business? Automation, on Tuesdays in our Brand Activators Tech Tuesday. Reason we do Tech Tuesdays because especially for the entrepreneur, you want to be able to say, look, Ma, no hands, because your automation is taking care of that for you. You're not in the office every single day, crafting content. You batch produce on the weekends, let your social media automation tool take care of that for you. But it takes money. So if you need funding, if you need a business, if you right now, everybody, I see so many people over on Instagram and everybody else, rest of the world. If your business has a business credit card, I want you to type a 1 in the comments. Look here on Facebook. If you currently have that, not a personal credit card that you just use for your business, that your business has a dedicated business card, type a 1. And if you don't have that, type a 5. I just want to see who I'm talking to. Make sure I'm. Yeah, thank you, Leslie. Always be marketing. So I get to see 1s or 5s. 1, if you do in fact have a business credit card. 5, if you don't. Just so I can see where we are. And then the second question is, if I were to say you're approved, how much money would your business need to scale? Candy, the numbers were 1 or 5. So the 4, I'm not sure. If I were to say to you right now, you're approved. Deb, you're approved. Jody, you're approved. Leslie, you're approved. Tinsel, you're approved. Evolve, you're approved. Mariana, you're approved. Candy, you're approved. How much money, let's just say from now to the end of the year, to do all of the things that you know you already have planned for the end, the end of the year? How much money would your business need? Like literally in thinking about the activities and thinking about, how many customers, how many new customers, how many new business partners you want. What do you need to accomplish that, and how much money roughly? Is it 1,000? Is it 5,000? Is it 10,000, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50,000? Do you even know what your business would need to get on the good foot and thrive? Thank you, Deb, for your number. Do you know? See, that's the one thing. It's like we get to understand that we are running a business. If we're out of here in these streets calling ourselves entrepreneurs, CEOs of, we get to act like it. And a CEO would know where the gap is. So we have this goal, we're going for X. Where we're short right now is we don't have the resources yet to hire a VA. We don't have resources to create new retractable banners for all of the shows that we're doing. Do you know what you need? Do you know what your business needs? So if you know this would support your business, getting access to funding, I am telling you, this is the reason businesses fail. You've ever read the book 3 Feet from Gold? You're just there, just right there, but you just need a little infusion to do X, Y, and Z. And because you don't have that infusion to do X, Y, and Z, here comes the frustration, here comes the disappointment, here comes the overwhelm. There you go. You just quit. 3 Feet from Gold. So for those of you who are not yet activators, I want to invite you again on Instagram. The link is in my bio. Come try it out for a month and see if you don't transform dramatically from who you are now to where your business gets to go. I have one new client. She's a doctor. She's a chiropractor. And she was like, I spent so many thousands of dollars in other places, and the activator is home for me now. Because why? We're not afraid. Like for us, hand-holding is not a curse word, right? We understand that you have questions. We understand that entrepreneurs are in such a state of overwhelm. They just need somebody to guide them, somebody to say, hey, share your screen. Let me see what you're doing. Okay, now click here, do this, do that. We do that all the time. Because I am committed out of my mind that people who are desirous to become the CEO of them, to have that time and financial freedom to be able to do what it is that they want to do. Last night we hosted the wealth building for Kingdom Women sessions. We do those the 1st and the 3rd of every month. And last night was such a good session, and we were talking about wealth, and that God is the God who gives you the power to create wealth, right? And he also uses people here on earth, hands and feet, to help facilitate that so that the promises that you are standing on become made manifest. And so when you see resources and opportunities that come in front of you, don't sleep on it. Like really think through, okay, what am I doing? Is this a hobby? If it's a hobby, be so bold and say, I'm just doing this to kill time. I'm just doing this because I love this. I love people, but don't set yourself up for internal disappointment when you're like, I'm the CEO of a business person, but you refuse to act like a business person. You refuse to move like a business person. You understand that many of the businesses that you support, that you patronize, all have access to cash flow for payroll, for when it's off season. Like my husband and I went to, last weekend, we moved our boat from one marina to the next. And then we just stopped by this local, it's in near Marco Island. And we stopped at this restaurant called The Little Bar or something like that. And They were saying that this was the last day in operation. They're closing for the season. Okay. So they're closing for the season, but can we understand that the rent for the place still gets to be paid? The light still gets to stay on even though they're closed for the season? They have access to cash flow to float them through the slow seasons. They have access to cash flow to do whatever repairs they need to do in the off season and get ready for when the snowbirds come back, October, November. It is not a peculiar thing for businesses to have a line of credit to do the things that they need to do. So if you would like more information, if you're like, I want to see, remember I said to you that the business funding video is in the link in my bio. Watch it. If you've got questions, I'm here. DM me, reach out to you. Most of you know where to find me, call me, whatever, find me. If you would like to even start with like, let me just apply for a business credit card. I got you. So we're going to wrap right here. If there are any questions that any of you have, and maybe you don't want to ask it here in the public forum, that's totally fine. I get it. DM me, email me, faith@faithjames.com, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can find me. But I want you to hear me say to you, when you can get a business credit card, that also reinforces, okay, yeah, I'm in for real business. It's sort of subliminal, but it really helps you to put your shoulders back, and govern yourself accordingly. So I hope that supported some of you, hopefully all of you. At least you got some awareness around what is the main reason businesses fail. And I want you to set yourself up to have a line of credit, have a business credit card so that your business has some room to bob and weave, get you through the slow periods, right? Maybe it's like, okay, I need to retool this website, but I don't want to spend the time trying to figure it out. I need $1,000 to pay somebody to update my website and add a new section and add a store to it, whatever it might be, right? Because, attaching an e-commerce to your website, that's another thing. Don't sleep on that. Right? You can create an e-commerce and start to sell your own swag. Right? Maybe it's like Leslie's business is Mosaic. She helps female entrepreneurs write their stories in books. Maybe she has a cup that just says Mosaic and people can buy it. Or she has a cup that says, write it and make it plain. People can buy it, whatever. Ideas are abound. As entrepreneurs, we are not short on ideas. That I can promise you. It's the strategy for how to execute. That's where I come in. And it's the cash flow to be able to fund the things like when I say, put all of your social media stuff, let that be doing the marketing for you. Yeah. And Social B is, I don't know, make it up, $39 a month. And you look at me and say, oh, I can't afford $39 a month. And you're an entrepreneur and you're in business, something's wrong. And we get to have a conversation. Right? Don't let pride cost you the vision that God put into your heart. A lot of entrepreneurs are suffering in silence and shame around the state of their credit, around the fact that maybe things are slow right now, around the things that maybe aren't going so well because they don't have that VA support or whatever it might be. Do not suffer in silence. When you are in bondage to shame, when you don't want to just come forth and say, hey, here's what's going on with me, I need help. Jesus says you have not because you ask not. And I want to speak into the shame piece of it because there's so much taboo around money, talking about money. God forbid you would say, I'm really, kind of, in a stagnated place right now. I have not seen this 20% year-over-year growth and I need support and I need to invest. And I don't know where to go. Open your mouth to speak. I'll share this and then I'll wrap. So last night, again, in the Wealth Building for Kingdom Women session that we had, there was a woman who attended, and we're talking about wealth in its various forms. And she started to share about, for her, wealth means like, her health. And Holy Spirit just like prompted me to say to her, and I don't know her, I've never seen her before. And she was off camera. So I had no idea who she was. But to say, hey, one of our activators is a health and wellness nutritionist, PhD student. She can support you. I said, she delivered me from bondage of gluttony, and my relationship with food has completely transformed. And I would highly recommend her program. I did her Fast, Pray, Love 7-day challenge, and food is no longer a concern of mine. We're not seeking it for comfort like I was. It's just like, oh, I'm feeling down or what. Oh, let me go eat some comfort. That's gone. And I've dealt with that for years. So anyway, I shared that with her, and she spoke to the woman who was hosting it and said, yes, I would love to get the information from her about her client who can help me with my health. If she didn't open her mouth, listen, I do not serve in the office of a prophet, at least not yet, right? So I couldn't just, oh yeah, I'm going to prophesy. So she had to say, this is an area where I get to come up higher. And because I'm in the room, and because I know Janice, who's, one of our clients in the Brand Activator, then I get to share and promote. I mean, this is what I do for my clients always. Anyway, if you're a client of mine, I'm promoting your stuff everywhere, whether you're in the room with me or not. And so now Janice has potentially a new client for her membership. So you must ask. Do not suffer in silence. Do not suffer in shame. Reach out to me, get into my DMs. Let's talk. Let me walk you through how this works. It's a small thing to just inquire, to ask. It takes nothing of you, and at least you leave a little bit more informed. But the silence and the shame piece around money must go. So I hope that was supportive. I will be here again, right? So this is what I say to my clients. I never ask you to do anything that I'm not doing. I'm in it with you. So I will be here every day in July because, right, we're turning ourselves inside and out. If you guys want to play along, follow along, the more the merrier, welcome. So look at your July calendar. I want you to be doing something every single day to cause and create more people to know who you are, to even just hear your voice. Even if, and I'm not saying to do this, but even if all you can muster is to get on here and say good morning, to do a morning prayer, to share one thing about your brand. So let's just kind of quickly do this right now. So everybody in the sound of my voice and those who are watching the replay, think about your business, think about your brand. I want you to give me one word or one sentence of what you could do a live on. Make it micro. I'm not saying do a dissertation on blah, blah, blah. Break it down into micro moments. What is one topic you could do a live on? Because this is where a lot of entrepreneurs get stuck. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. You're like overanalyze. You think, good morning. Watch this. Find a book. I don't care which book. Any book. I'm going to show you this right here now. So this is David Meltzer's Connected to Goodness book, right? So watch how I am, right? So I'm not going to do a live on the entire book. What I'm doing is micro moments. So now, okay. Hey, so watch this now. I'm going into character. So I'm pretending I'm doing a live. I'm showing you how easy it is. So never ever say, oh, I don't know what to put. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You have a book in your house? Crack open one of the chapters, read. Can you read? Okay, watch this. Hey everyone, Faith James here, CEO, founder of the Personal Branding Consultancy and Certified Wealth Educator. I want to talk to you today about focus. Focus is so important in everything we do, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you're an entrepreneur. So I'm going to be reading from the book Connected to Goodness. We're on page 71. This is the guidepost principle, key element number 3, focus. What sense would it make to have a 6-foot foundation if you wanted to construct a hotel on it? Similarly, why would you want to build a circular dome on a rectangular foundation? We want to take the balance and clarity key elements that we have and align them with what we want to manifest. We do this by way of focus, which creates accuracy. We want to manifest what we desire as fast, as accurately as we can. So focus and accuracy are the 2 elements. Is it hard for you to focus? Hey, Melvin. Oh my God, Melvin, you missed it. I just did a whole thing about you. Everyone, this is Melvin. Christopher, follow him, Plant-Based Universe. So do you see what I just did? I just created content. And so now here's the key, how to turn it back to what you have to do, what your business is about. So I just read the principle of focus. So what does focus look like in your health? All right. And Melvin, who's here now, right? You could say focus is on the outcome, the results. What do you want? Focus on the desire. You may not feel the most excitement as you are going on your workout or whatever it might be, but the result you love. And so focus on that. When you're struggling to go up that hill, when you're on your elliptic, whatever it might be, focus on, well, what is the result? After I do this 30-minute HIIT training for 30 days, oh my goodness, the results are going to be, I'm going to have muscle definition and striations. I'm going to feel more energy. Let's do that. So I'm going to give everybody a focus challenge. Give me one thing today that you're going to be focusing on. Let's come back and see. All right, everyone. Hope that served you well. Take care. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about receiving values. All right, everyone. Take care. Bye. Do you see how I just did that? With no preparation? Do not be afraid to show your wares. This is what Jesus calls us to do. This is why my business is founded on Matthew 5:14-16, where it talks about a house on a hill can't be hidden. So too must your gifts be shown. Put your light on a lampstand, not underneath a bed. Stop hiding. Okay. So Candy, when you say new clients, that's not about your business, though. I'm talking about the foundation of what your business is. So Candy is CEO, founder of Menoskins, right? She focuses on women going through, dealing with, striving through all of the wonderful intricacies and nuances of menopause. So Candy, what I'm asking you to do is, what is something that you could train on, teach on, that's relevant to your business? Okay, so menopause and hair. Hey everyone, Candy here, CEO, founder of Menoskins. Today we're going to be talking about your crown. And if you're a woman of a particular age and you're going through, dealing with, striving through menopause, I want you to come in, lean in, listen up. This is for you. There are 3 core elements. I'm making all of this stuff up now. 3 core elements that are missing for women in menopause that directly impacts hair follicle and follicle production. Did you know that? So when you hit menopause, these 3 things are gone. The good news is these 3 things are found in sea moss. Sea moss is the foundation of everything that we create. Everything we create at Menoskins is hand curated. It is custom ordered. Nothing sits on a shelf, because you want that vitality and all of the energy found within the sea moss itself. Sea moss itself has 93 different nutrients. So if you're a woman dealing with menopause and your hair is thinning out, I want you to reach out to me. I do custom formulation for some of my clients. So if that's something that you want, reach out based on your hair texture, whether it's 4C, 4A, or 3B. Let's talk. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Candy, that's what I'm talking about. Can you teach a micro moment of something having to do with your business? And do that every day for July. So Melvin, I was telling everyone that you inspired us this morning in the mastermind to do an alignable meeting every single day, and that now based on that, I'm taking it to and I get to do a live every single day as well. Remember, it's not this or it's not alignable or alive, it's alignable and do a live. When you're on a run, as we're all on a July run, you're going to do it messy. It doesn't matter. Don't get caught up in those little things. Just your energy of being. I get to be seen. I get to be Matthew 5:14-16. Let your light shine. Let the people see. As I joke all the time in my mastermind, I say to people, be like Bob Marley in this run. What does the song say? Them I got tired for my face. Lord said them can't get me out of the race. They can't get you out of this race, honey, because you are committed AP. You're committed as Paul. They can't stop you. The good time Tinas, the people in the peanut gallery, the people who are like, oh, she's trying to show us up, make us look bad. She's trying to run a business, and we here like eating, bonbons on the couch. You got to ignore those people. Don't let, is she on live again? You're unconcerned. Oh yeah, I'm on live again, and I'll be on again later this evening. Because the people who you're giving this care to, this time, this deference, when your rent is due, when your mortgage is due, when your light bill is due, do they have a check for you? Are they depositing anything into your account? And they say, listen, Faye, let me cover you for the next 5 months. Okay, great. If they don't have a check for you, they can't tell you nothing. You can't give them your care. We're doing this life unto God, not unto man. And God is the one who gave you the desires of your heart. He's the one who gave you the energy, the impetus to go forth. You answer to him only. Because the assignment he's put you on, the mission he's sending you on, is to go serve his people. It's not even about you, for you. So when you let Good Time Tina stop you from doing a live because you're worried she's going to think you're bougie. Oh, there she go again, always coming from her gallery office. Like she's like, okay. And I'm going to be coming live from the gallery office again at 4 p.m. today. Don't miss it. Right? Have zero cares. The only person you care about is God and what God told you to do. Period. So don't let funding stop you. If you need access to cash, reach out to me. If you need a business credit card, get it. And start acting like you're the CEO and start moving with the energy of the CEO. Like, you know what's going on. Like, you're not just like loitering, waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. Take full control. Be in level 4 responsibility. You are the CEO. Govern yourself accordingly. I will see you all. Yeah. I was about to say tomorrow. Oh, it's a holiday. Yep. And guess what? And it's July, and we're turning ourselves inside and out, and we get to look like nothing we were doing in June. So yes, I will be on with a freedom message, and it gets to be good, right? I'm the CEO of me. I get to choose. I decide if I roll over or roll out. So here we go. I hope this served everybody well. Be sure that you are following. Be sure that you're clicking. Go watch that video. Get business funding. It's in my link in my bio over on Instagram. Please do me that favor and watch it, because at least you know I'm unattached whether you get it or not. But my assignment from God's going to say, so I put this in your hand. Did you tell the people? Yep, I told the people. Okay, I'm good. God will deal with you whether you choose it or not. If it's something that he wants you to do and you're being disobedient, that's not my assignment. My assignment is to share the good news. So I will see everybody tomorrow. Be well. Have a beautiful day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.